Sunday morning meditation. I can see that my camera just decided to misbehave, and I hope it fixes itself. Not sure what happened, but I guess it's going to be a fuzzy video. I apologize for that. It's not really important to see me, to be quite honest, so we're gonna let that go. I've been thinking and reflecting about hope and faith and living truthfully, and how all of this connects to the fact that we really don't know. We don't know what's going to happen next, or what's going to happen in a week, or in a month, or in a year. Many of us and many people we know are struggling with challenges and difficulties in their lives. I was sitting at the bedside of a dying man on Friday morning, keeping his wife company. And our conversation went to faith, and how she finds so much strength in her belief in God. There is something very similar to faith and then comes the question, is it beneficial or not beneficial? Do we want to have the kind of hope that may very well bring us great disappointment in the future because we are hoping for something that is simply not possible? And I think you see it often in relationships. The hope that something will change in that other person that will make everything better. The hope that that other person will recognize your true worth and come back appreciating you. We see it in cases of illness, especially the illness of our loved ones, when there's great threat to their lives. How do we balance the truth of the situation, the reality in which we live, with the hope for something better, for a cure, for a different outcome? As usual, I don't really have an answer to my own questions. It is simply an exploration, and let's explore together. I invite you to find a comfortable position, seated or lying down, and then gently close your eyes. As you close your eyes, bring your attention to your breath as it is, the normal rhythm of your breath. Soon the bell will sound, indicating the beginning of today's practice. And whether you're joining me in this specific moment or tuning in later, I appreciate that you are taking time for yourself. Time for reflection in relaxation. Let us scan the body and invite comfort and relaxation wherever the attention rests. The soles of the feet releasing, the ankles relaxing. As relaxation moves upwards in the body, lower legs releasing, knees relaxing. Notice the upper legs, the back of the thighs, every muscle, nerve and fiber releasing now, relaxing and softening. The pelvis area sinking comfortably into the surface on which you're sitting or lying. Abdomen releasing, lower back relaxing. As the awareness rests in the chest area, each in-breath invites even more relaxation. Each out-breath sends relaxation throughout your body and your mind. Bringing the attention to the shoulders, send waves of relaxation from your shoulders, down your arms all the way to your fingertips. Notice the throat, the neck, a softening, an opening takes place with relaxation. Face muscles releasing, perhaps inviting a gentle parting of the lips. Sense how the top of the head relaxes into simply being, and send a wave of relaxation from the top of your head all the way to the tips of your toes. For just a moment, just be here in this present moment with your breath as it is. If you find a need, you can deepen the breath for just a few cycles, a count of 4 in and out, as if you are massaging the vagus nerve and inviting relaxation for body and mind. Just a moment, simply breathing. As we take this time today, let us bring hope as a practice of reflection. What is hope for you? How do you see hope play a part in your life? Is hope the desire for an outcome that is positive? What is it based on? Is it based on experiences? Is it based on your belief in a higher power, perhaps God or another entity or concept? What is hope? Take a moment. Is hope a kind of optimism? Or perhaps it is a form of prayer? As you look back at your life, how did hope play during difficult and challenging times in your own life? Was it a source of strength, or perhaps of disappointment? Can you explore the relationship between hope and reality? Perhaps explore the relationship between hope and not knowing. Whether you believe in the randomness of events that take place in your life, in the lives of those that matter to you, in the bigger picture of what is taking place in the world. Are you hopeful? I invite you to contemplate, what are you hoping for? And perhaps you start at a very personal level. For the small self, what are you hoping for yourself? Take a moment and bring to mind this contemplation. And then check in. Are the things that you are hoping for, are they reasonable? Is there a base in reality, in truth, in what you're hoping for? Take a moment. Moving outward from the small self, what are your hopes for those that you deeply care about, friends, family? those close to you. And check again. What is the distance between the truth, the reality, and your hopes? And if you'd like to extend this even further to the country you're in, to this earth that we are all inhabiting, what are your hopes? And how close or far are they from the truth, from reality? Is hope a motivator for you? Or perhaps it's a disabling force? How do we find and create balance between hope and what is taking place at every given moment? In a way, hope is living in the future, wanting something different, wanting an outcome that most often we cannot control. How does this serve you? Or perhaps your hope for a better outcome is based in experiences of the past, in information that is real and true. What is the balance? How do we find it? How do we connect faith, hope, the truth of not knowing in our everyday interactions with ourselves and with others? Do we know that it's going to be okay when we say to someone, it's going to be okay? Or are we simply hopeful, ignoring the reality? Perhaps the balance resides in having hope that is based in reality, in past experiences, and yet recognizing that the outcome may not be what we had hoped for. And then what do we do with that? With a difficult outcome? Are we further creating suffering for ourselves? By hoping for what cannot happen? By hoping for what we have no knowledge about the future? Perhaps we can bring ourselves back and ground ourselves in this present moment. Right now, this is what is taking place. Perhaps we can hope that whatever comes our way, whatever challenge, whatever difficulty, we'll be able to be with it in a manner that supports ourselves and others. Perhaps we use hope as a motivator for action. Be playful in your own mind, playing with hope, with the sense of love and kindness to yourself. We are human. We tend to hope. Often hoping for something different than what we have right now, for something different than what we think is coming. Perhaps we strive to have skillful hope, a level of optimism that is truly rooted in our own strength and abilities of handling things as they come our way. Perhaps that's the hope that is most rooted in truth, most rooted in reality. Perhaps we embrace hope as a version of not knowing, hoping for a good outcome, for healing, for reduced suffering, and knowing that while we hope for that, Only the future will tell the truth of our situation. Perhaps there is a way to keep hope and stay close to the truth as we embrace not knowing. In your day-to-day, notice hope and the role it plays or doesn't play in how you view events, in how things unfold, and allow yourself a curiosity, an exploration. Is it beneficial? Is it not? And then you choose for yourself, guided by your heart, by your mind, by your faith tradition, and grounding yourself in the truth of not knowing. Take a moment. In a moment, the bell will sound, indicating the completion of today's practice. Thank you so much for joining me. I invite you to bring movement into the body. Slowly, gently coming back, opening the eyes, and returning to your day, evening, or night. And until I see you again, be well. I appreciate you. Thank you.